Today on 3D Outdoors, we're going to be talking about how to extend the life of your tracks on your Polaris Ranger or other off-road vehicles right after this. All right, part of the track system are these wheels that you see in here, and they all have bearings inside of them. However, there are no grease zerks to be found. That was the first thing I did when I got these. I looked all over the place looking for grease zerks, ways to lubricate them. Found out that they're just a sealed bearing inside of there, and there was really no maintenance instructions. Well, we're going to go over a tip here on how to get extra life out of those bearings and how I'm going to do it. Again, this is all up to you. You can follow this or not. I found this information through other folks that use these tracks on their vehicle. Matter of fact, I was just talking to the neighbor up the road. We were both trail riding around our areas out here around the HQ. And I was talking to him, and he brought this up to me, so I'm going to give it a try and see how it works. I'm going to get this track pulled off, and I'll show you how that works. All right, we've got the track off on this side, got the GoPro running here. You can probably see from the GoPro and from when it was mounted on the vehicle, there are two sets of rollers in here. You got one on each side here, one here and one over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the caps off, and I'll show you just pry these right off. They pop right off of here. Just use a flathead screwdriver, lift up gently, and they pop right off. And right inside of here, I don't know if you can see it. I'll move the camera around here so you can. Inside of every one of these, inside this bolt underneath here is a bearing. And then on the other side of this wheel, on this side, there's a bearing too, and there's a rubber piece inside that's kind of like the bearing keeper. So there's one pushed in on this side, one on this side. Well, obviously we can't get around to this side. So we're going to put oil on here, let it set for a while. And oil, what I mean is I'm going to use synthetic, I believe this is 7590. It'd be rear end fluid. It'd be like us old schoolers used to put in the rear ends of our cars, our drag cars, our race cars, street cars, whatever. Some vehicles still have that. It can be different fluid in transaxles, but this is 7590. And again, like I said, there are no specific recommendations on this that I can find. If you can, that's great, but I can't find any specifics on this. So you can use whatever oil you want. This is just what I'm choosing to use, and I'm using a synthetic because I think it's a little better, and I want the heavier weight so that it adheres better. So I'm going to put that in every one of these, let it soak for a while, put the caps back on, flip it, do the same to the other side, mount it back up, do it all four. So there you go, there's a little tip on how to extend the bearing life in your Camso Tracks. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button at the bottom, and you can always follow us over at 3d-outdoors.com, which is our website where we pull everything together. See you next time.